Everyone, I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Brandon. And we're the
Wagners. We're a husband-wife duo who travel all around the country since 2021 for Brandon's travel nursing job.
We love hiking, car camping, new cities, and of course, the best food and drink. Along with adventure, we always look for ways to keep our travel budget-friendly.
So pack your bags and join us as we wander together. Hey Wanders!
Hey YouTube!
Welcome back. So we just recently moved to California, Los Angeles, California. We're in the Van Nuys area, so geographically, I'm a valley girl now. So today we're gonna take a little day trip out to Malibu, which is about only 40 minutes from where we are in Van Nuys. So we didn't get to the beach yet, but you can actually see it in the back. That's the water. And we are about 10 minutes out now, but we had to stop and get some views for this lovely drive. So let's go check out Malibu. So this was our first time in Malibu, and since it was so close to us, we pretty much just came out and did some hikes and looking around. So this won't be as helpful if you're planning a trip to Malibu, as it will be just being able to see some of the beautiful landscapes that Malibu has to offer. But I would argue that just seeing the scenery around here is worth it. So of course, as we stated, even before you get into the beachy coastal area, the views have already started with these rolling hills. We were here in a particularly rainy spring, so the hills were so lush and green, and it was just so cool to see the ocean in the background of these rolling green hills. So the first area that we got to check out was Point Dume Beach. There's free parking along the street following the ocean, and there's a paid lot at the end of the beach. But if you just park along the road, you should be good. So we walked down along the beach till we met a huge hillside. This was the entry point to Point Dume Cove Trail that went up and around the top of the hillside. Point Dume Cove Trail is 1.4 mile out and back trail that has a 347-foot elevation gain. Sadly, dogs aren't allowed on this trail, but it is a pretty easy trail, so it should be appropriate for children and strollers. Strollers just, of course, if you're comfortable with that elevation gain. And most of that elevation is just getting up the hill. Once you get up there, it's relatively flat. So when we went, the trail was filled with so many beautiful yellow flowers, and we found a sign that mentioned that they were in bloom, and this only happens a few weeks out of the year at the beginning of March. So we were super excited that it was happening while we were there. You could walk out to the edge of the cliff and look out over the ocean, and the trail also took you on this other side of the cliff where they had kind of like a boardwalk, like overlooking the cliff and the ocean. This hike is really easy and beautiful, and I would definitely recommend it if you have only a little bit of time in Malibu. So after getting back to the car, we drove out a little further to El Matador State Beach. Here they had a paid lot which cost $10 for the day, or you can find some free street parking. So this one actually starts up on the cliffs, and then there's like a huge wooden staircase that takes you down to sea level. So down here there's lots of large rocks that make a pretty great spot for a photo, but be quick if you don't want to get wet because the waves will crash in. So though flip-flops and sandals might seem like the obvious choice for the beach, you might want to bring a pair of sneakers, as you may need to climb on some of the rocks and it can be slippery. When we were there, we actually went to a part of the beach that was sectioned off because people were filming a music video. So it was fun to try and peek over and see what they were up to. There was actually someone dressed in like full astronaut gear, so it was pretty cool. No matter what you see while you're out there, Malibu is incredibly beautiful, so even if you're just passing through, I would definitely recommend getting out of the car just to walk around and see some of the natural beauty that this place has to offer. Of course, as this is my YouTube page, and you know that I have to give you the quick PSA to please do your part to keep the coastline beautiful for us and safe for our animals and sea creature friends by picking up trash and disposing of it properly. Nothing ruins a beautiful area more than if it's filled with trash. Luckily, in my experience, Malibu was pretty clean, so let's all work together to keep it that way. Thanks so much for tuning in again to our travels, and let us know your favorite things to do in Malibu. Please remember to like and subscribe so we can travel together again. Until next time, bye everybody!